His lawyer called my evidence a petty neighborhood squabble. Wallace laughed, a short, ugly bark that echoed in the courtroom. It's an old house, Your Honor, things break. The judge's pen scratched against paper. I just watched. For 3 years, he had been the neighbor from hell. The weekly parties that rattled my windows until 3 a.m., his refusal to pay his half of the shared fence repair, the way he'd let his guests block my entire driveway for days at a time. I let it all slide. I was a conflict-averse fool who believed keeping the peace was worth more than my own comfort. The breaking point came with his unpermitted deck renovation. A careless crew, a dropped support beam, and a 5-foot crack splintered across my home's foundation. When I showed him the damage, he shrugged. That's what insurance is for, right? Something in me went silent. Everything clicked. My peace was a liability he had exploited, so I planned. I hired a structural engineer and a notoriously ruthless attorney. I subpoenaed his contractor, who folded immediately, providing texts where Wallace told him to cut corners on safety. But the real prize was 87 hours of my own security footage, timestamped and cataloged. The reversal was his own words. I used his constant bragging about his smart home system to get a warrant for his cloud data, which showed he'd remotely watched the entire incident from his phone while on vacation. In court, my lawyer played the security feed of the beam falling. Then she presented the screen recording from Wallace's phone. The footage showed him watching the destruction happen, then immediately switching apps to book a non-refundable spa day. As you can see, my attorney said, his primary concern was his massage. Wallace's face went white. The judgment was for $92,000 in damages and legal fees, with a lien placed on his property until it's paid in full. Yesterday, I saw a for sale sign go up on his lawn. I spent the morning planting a new Japanese maple right on the property line. It's amazing how strong a house can be when it's built on a solid foundation.